I'm like, hey, what's up, hello? Since your pretty ass told me she came in the door. I just wanna chill, got a sack for us to roll. Married to the money, introduced it to my soul. Showed her how to win.
What's good? What's up, Messy Mob? It's your girl, Messy Maya, and I am back again with another video. So today I'm basically going to be recapping Joseline's recent interview that just released this morning by The Breakfast Club. I'm going to be recapping and basically giving my thoughts on all of the tea that she spilled. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. There's no point in wasting any more time. So she was talking about being a mother and how the world only sees about 20 to 30% of her life, but they don't see the Joseline that's with her family. They don't see the Joseline that is providing. They don't see the Joseline that is partaking in motherhood and just being a mother to her baby girl, Bonnie Bella. Which is very true in a sense. I do have my concerns when it does come to Joseline, but again, I think that she's completely right. I think that we only see one part of her life, although, you know, like she portrays herself the way she portrays herself. Like none of us can really change that. And that's on her with the comments or the backlash that she may receive by how she acts. But I think that she's right in the sense that we really don't know her. Like we really don't see how she is with her children. We don't see how she is with her family. Yeah, so I kind of agree with her. I thought that it was sweet the way that she was talking about Bonnie Bella. She was saying while she was on Love and Hip Hop, she basically, of course, she did her birth on Love and Hip Hop and stuff. And she was just talking about her daughter. And I thought that this was very sweet. So she spoke about co-parenting with Stevie J. She basically said that their relationship is good at the moment. He comes see Bonnie Bella whenever he wants to because that's his right as her father, of course. She said that there is no bad blood between her and Stevie J. Which is really good because, child, when they was on Love and Hip Hop, her and Stevie J was a hot-ass mess. So I'm happy to know that they did figure it out. Eventually, of course, they start to mention her music, and she's basically saying that although she considers herself an underground artist, she is grateful for all the attention that her recent hits have been getting. If you guys don't know, now you know, she has had several songs go viral on TikTok. Girl. So yeah, she talks about that. She talks about how grateful she is. She talks about that basically she was patient and she's just happy that her hard work is finally paying off. In that moment, to me, she seemed very genuine, and I personally love that for her. I don't know if you guys remember, like back in the day, it wasn't back in the day, but this was when Mimi and Joseline's beef was like really bad, and like Joseline basically beat up everybody on stage. So around that time, everybody was wearing Cocaine shirts. So they were, of course, that's cocaine plus Joseline. They were wearing those shirts to diss Joseline. So I don't know if you guys remember that, but I'm sitting here thinking, because I'm going to bring it up about what she said in the interview, but I'm just sitting here thinking, who the fuck made those shirts? Like, oh my God. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Like everybody, because if you guys don't remember, she was literally beefing with damn near the whole cast. Okay, so like literally everybody was wearing those shirts. So anyways, I just thought that was a key. I'm still trying to figure out who the fuck made those shirts. If y'all know, please let me know. Like, were they selling those shirts? Was it just within the Love and Hip Hop community? Let me know, because that shit is still funny to this day. Anyways, so I say that to say this. So they didn't ask her a question about her doing drugs. I don't remember exactly how it got brought up, but she did admit that she not only used that. Okay, so first of all, she admits that she is now sober, first of all. So congratulations to her. She is now sober. And basically, I think they kind of snuck in a question like, you know, what were you doing? And she makes the gesture that she was sniffing cocaine and she was popping pills. Okay, so yeah, she did admit that. She did admit that on the interview. And honestly, this really did not surprise me because these rumors have been circling around for so long. Not only that, but a couple weeks ago, she did do her a performance for Joseline's Cabaret. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was at the season 4 auditions. And she basically gets emotional and she says that this is her first performance without any drugs. She was completely sober and she was very happy. So again, congratulations to her. But she did admit that on The Breakfast Club.
The reason why I'm so emotional, because this is my first time that I've ever performed without any cocaine, without any pill,
And she admitted that at the beginning of the month. Again, when they were having the auditions, I believe it was some type of performance, as you can see, but I'm pretty sure it was the auditions for Joseline's Cabaret season 4. So again, it did not surprise me when she admitted this on the interview. I was just a little surprised that she admitted it again because she had already admitted it at the beginning of the month. I'm just surprised that she admitted it on Messy Ass Breakfast Club. But good for her. She's walking in her truth. Clearly, she's getting sober because now she has nothing to hide, because while she was doing it, she was not admitting that shit. But now that she's sober, she's walking in her truth, and I love that for her. Congratulations to Joseline. I have nothing negative to say about that, honestly. Okay, so they begin to talk about College Hill. They basically asked her about the altercation between her and Amber, what caused her to be expelled. So Joseline basically recapped what happened and basically said how she felt in that moment. Joseline considers herself a Black woman, so she said for Amber to also be of a mixed race, and to not really claim her Black side, even though she came out of Black pussy. She came out of Black pussy. That's literally what Joseline said verbatim. So she was like, you came out of a Black pussy and you don't even claim your Black side. So she said that basically when she got in the house, she realized that Amber Rose was a big Karen. And she said that she just didn't like that. I feel a way about that whole situation in general, but that's another conversation for another day. But for the most part, I do agree with Joseline. I just didn't agree how Joseline basically tried to be a bully about it. I feel like there's a way to get your point across without cussing and not really I don't think she was really cussing, but just being mean. You don't have to be mean. You know what I'm saying? Just get your point across in a mature manner. That's the only part I didn't agree with her in. Her delivery sucks, but her points were valid. All right, so she talks about the Big Lex situation a little bit. She touched up on it. She basically said, because she was smart about it, because if you guys don't know, she still has an open case. She just got out of jail because of that situation. So she basically touched up on it and she said that, you know what I'm saying? You know I don't like you, so why is you here? That's basically what she said. You know I don't like you. You know that we've had exchanges in the past, so why are you here? And again, because of her open case, that's really all she said. I'm not going to lie. She is really good with media training. I can tell that she has been training from her answers to her comprehending the questions, to her answering the question but dodging the questions, to, you know what I'm saying, to save her. She definitely had some media training. I can, from her previous interviews to now, I can definitely tell the difference. Anyways, they asked her about Love and Hip Hop and Zeus, and basically how they feel like both networks portray her in a negative light. And Jess Hilarious was basically like, what's, in a nice way, of course, she was basically like, what is the point? What was the point of you leaving Love and Hip Hop to grow because you were done with the negativity and how they were portraying you, to Zeus literally doing damn near the same thing? And Joseline's answer was really good, because I feel like Joseline in the past really would have got mad at this question. But she didn't. She basically said at some point, you guys have to hold her responsible. It's not always just the networks. And she said, although she did leave Love and Hip Hop because it wasn't good for her at that moment, she said that she was like, be real, without Love and Hip Hop, I wouldn't have Joseline's Cabaret. So she's very much grateful for these networks. And yeah, she said that at some point the fans have to hold her accountable, which we do. But I understand why she said it like that, because Just Hilarious was basically making it seem like it was the network's fault why Joseline was acting like that. Yeah. So I feel like they were definitely enabling her a little bit. Yeah, so overall, the interview was pretty good. We got tea on a couple stuff. We got to learn more about Joseline, I guess. I don't know how you guys took it. Go ahead and watch it if you want, and then come back and comment your thoughts on it. She also talked about, again, she said that she was proud to be a Black woman. She said her parents are Black. Whether she identifies as African American or not, she said that she is still a Black woman and she is proud to do so. The only thing I didn't agree with her with, it was like when people were like, oh, she was like, basically she said that people always tell her that she's Afro-Latina. And she was like, no, bitch, I'm a Black woman. I'm not Afro-Latina. I don't have an Afro. And I was just like, Joseline, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, being Afro-Latina is not having a fucking Afro. That's basically you being of African descent. Like, please, like, oh my God. And I was so mad because the host, like, correct her. Like, I feel like Joseline can be very intimidating, so I feel like they weren't scared of her. But when she was making comments like that, it's like, you need to correct her on that, because that's something that, especially because she identifies as a Black woman and she's also Puerto Rican, she needs to know, like, yeah, this is the definition of Afro-Latina. Like, it just means that you are of African descent. It does not mean that you have a... I was like, girl, what the fuck are you talking about? She had me up until that point. And I'm not taking away from the fact that she is a Black woman. That's no doubt. She's a Black woman. I don't care what y'all say. Although she is Puerto Rican is not a race. A Latino is not a race. She is a Black woman. Okay? So there's no doubt about that. But the whole Afro-Latina comment had me so confused. I'm like, Joseline, please educate yourself, baby. But anyway, she invites the host to her show that night, which was her last show of the season. And she's also revealed that Joseline's Cabaret Season 4 is going to be releasing next month, which is July. She said they're about to wrap up filming this, that, and the third. So yeah, that's basically my conclusion of the interview. I thought that it was really good. The Joseline that we see on the interview is not the fucking Joseline that we see on TV. And also to mention, she says that she definitely sees the camera and she turns up on camera. She did admit that, because one of the hosts was like, well, I be seeing you out and about and, you know, you greet me, you ask me about my family, my kids, and you just seem so cool and calm and collected and sane. And then when I turn on the TV and I watch you on the show, you're like you know what I'm saying? You're so aggressive. You're like a whole different person. So yeah, she admitted that she does turn up for the cameras, which I believe. I definitely believe that, like, because there's no way that you're just that angry and degrading 24/7, but it's like still, you know, some people don't mind playing the villain. They don't mind playing the villain, especially when it's putting money into their pockets. So let me know what you think about the interview. Let me know what you think about this recap. Whether you agree with me on some points or not, I really don't care. Just be respectful in the comments and we can motherfucking talk about it. So it's Messy Maya. Bye.
She's a grandma, and I swear I